the taking. And as you can see, we're going to get live into the game as well. 100 Thieves taking on Cloud9. 100 Thieves, the blatant favorites in this matchup.
Definitely blatant favorites, and I think this retro look is my favorite out of all the maps.
Yeah, Vertigo has been a cool one. I'm excited to see Train in the retro. I can't remember. I recall seeing Train in retro colors.
Have we not seen Train yet?
I don't think so.
I think maybe we saw it
Maybe
day one
once.
or two.
I just don't remember.
I think
I don't
that
remember.
we saw MLBR play it one day.
I don't remember which part of the map they used to make like the Tron purple neon stuff. We're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out next map. Is, you know, we'll just wait for that one. Shameless plug as well, as we just had a little conversation about the coaches. Just did an episode of Counterpoints with Duncan the other day, and Kassad was our guest. And he has he's very eloquent. It's a banger.
Me some Kassad.
You know, put it in the schedule book. You want to listen to that one. Sonic. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, well, he's here.
And this is the guy we talked about. He has to show up for his team, for Cloud9. Floppy on the screen here as well. But Sonic, main opera for Cloud9, had a nice pistol round there. Easy 3 kill.
That's the first 2 kills, 2 bullets. That's well done.
And even a flashbang to boot to clean things up with. I mean, from JT,
that.
yeah. Just oof.
Filthy.
These are clean.
Wow.
That's what you want to see. That's the kind of start you want.
Yeah, if you start a map with that kind of a pistol round, you're like, ooh, this server feels great. This everything's hitting. I'm happy. MOTM gonna run away blind, and he gets away. Takes a bullet to the side of the head, but they're already close on him. He gets the SMG out. The fire isn't gonna stop the attack, but at least he's done enough delay to make this comfortable cleanup for the rest of his squad. 2-0.
Yeah, 100 Thieves at least made that one interesting for MOTM, but it did seem like the rest of Cloud9 had things under control, and thankfully so, because those are just Glocks, and this leads to a buy for 100 Thieves here into the 3rd round, and it's a comfortable buy with a lot of utility. So this is exactly what 100 Thieves want early on in the rounds. It's that bomb plant for this sort of opportunity, so this is huge, and Gratisfaction with this boost to boot. Ooh, he gets caught jumping, but JKS, he's able to actually get that trade, so that's not the worst scenario here for 100 Thieves. It's actually quite good, especially if Sonic gets caught here, but that pistol round was so good. He's waiting for a flash.
Oh, Molotov as well. And even though the damage is done, some is inflicted to Cloud9. That is a very confident follow-up peek from Sonic. So a 4-on-2. HP is low on 3 of the players from Cloud9, but they've got a bit of utility, and they can play this passively. As you can see, it's Floppy over here at the A-bombs, and he's pretty much giving them the plant if they want to take it. He does have a flashbang to work with.
Dang, they're so low, Jason. Floppy's waiting for his mates, but his mates are all so low. He's going to have to be the first one to go. They're blind.
Ooh, or you just bait the low HP players to send them first. Send them into the meat grinder. Here comes MOTM. Azza. Oh, double kill. They line up with the headshots. An important trade, but quickly into a one-on-one. OC does have a kit, and Jacob's going to wrap around the scaffolding. There's the tap of the bomb. OC never sees it coming. Now he has to know. He peeks, and there was no response. Jacob's going to come back for it. He's sticking to the fuse. There's the swing. Good win from Jacob.
Really nice recovery from 100 Thieves, man. Cloud9 did everything right that round. They took all the duels that they wanted. Sonic, he even wide swings with that FAMAS into the AK, getting those pick-offs. But Jacob and or was it JKS? Jacob and JKS, they do just enough. Just enough to convert this post plant.
Yeah, I mean, just easy mop-ups on some of that damage as well.
Yeah.
Well played. And that's a quick save round for Cloud9. All USPs, no one picking up utility, no one upgrading their pistols. JT's got 5,200, so we'll see the op out. I will say, in the past when I've seen Cloud9 struggle on this map, a lot of it was that combo of JT and Sonic over towards the A ramp.
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind of why we've seen Sonic kind of anchoring down that A bomb site. They might have switched things up in an effort to fix this map.
That's definitely a good point.
Because the map is so basic, it becomes so difficult, because there's so many ways you can technically take this aggression on that CT side. And obviously you kind of know as well, we talk about the winning concept as well, of like where the odds, where would you kind of want to end up on the round. A is much easier to get the bomb down, much easier to kind of do the retake. And for CTs, obviously, the whole thing of it's a game of chess of always ensuring that the Ts never really know how you're playing. If you're playing defensive, for example, that's where you really want to keep the nades. It's where you really want to focus on the after plant positioning. If you play aggressive, it's still very much the same of like being mindful of where you throw the nades. Don't waste them too early.
Look at all that utility. We can hear the flashbangs popping towards the A bomb site.
It's a fast round though. Yep.
Yeah, well, it's fast to at least get control. They've slowed it down. And a nice flank coming from the B bomb site, and JKS isn't going to spot it. That's going to let them get so close.
Sonic. The timing here is going to be everything, but JKS is aware. Ooh, as he readjusts Sonic, he's just going to smoke off, and that smoke in itself is so much pressure. 100 Thieves, they're going to have to make a move here.
Yeah, especially once you know the game is up. Especially once you know your opponents realize you're all at the A bomb site. Plant's going to go down. Jacob taps it and moves to a new location, so the nades and the Molotovs don't do anything to prevent that.
And this is where I was talking about. This is where you see the retake setup coming from Cloud9. Now, granted, they don't have in like a lot of nades to use. Like, ideally, you want one extra smoke grenade here. You just have the one. You're going to cut off the A short. It's a 5-on-4 though. Flashbang comes in. This is where the brawl is going to happen. We know that there's no nades on the 100 Thieves side, so this is all about taking the duels, all about getting the trades. Ooh. Oh, he sets him up too.
Can still win this. They need to tap the bomb. There's no kit. There's no kit, and that's the round. 100 Thieves are going to take this. Leah's playing it perfectly and even gets the follow-up headshot.
That little hop peek there from Leah's was everything, but nice nice smoke movement from Azir there to just hide by that bomb box.
That's an example of good baiting. You basically just tell Gratisfaction, do what you can. I'm going to let you die. But they're going to think they've cleared this out. They're going to think that that's empty. That's pretty nasty. Good stuff. Ooh, 5-8 stack. Where's this going?
This is towards B. The B stair. Oh, mid area.
This should just be a contact play. Like, have a lot of people in mid and just see where they're going. Because like A is great to be naded. B is also great to be naded. This mid, not so much. Obviously, you really have to catch them in the choke. But just having the information here and obviously being the quick on the rotates as well. Sonic goes down. Even here, if you wanted to, like, there's not going to be a lot of nade damage because the chokes you see there does nothing. But to kind of force them that way, 100 Thieves picks the right spot to kind of get some information, play in. Floppy gets the 1 kill though at least, but Leah gets out. Should still be a very safe round here in favor of 100 Thieves. MOTM also goes down. We do have an AK on the OC. Not going to do anything with that. Save it for next round. Best bet. Another stable round from 100 Thieves. Even here, saving around a lot of nades too. Across the board, so.
And that was a nice little escape from Leah's. I love watching Leah's movements. I love watching this guy. I think he's become more and more comfortable, and you're starting to see him be more and more just involved within all of these rounds.
Yeah, he's done a very, very good job. Since he's joined this roster, he's been a joy to watch. You just like him because he looks like Harry Potter.
Yeah, some might say that. I wonder if he's gotten LASIK though. Do you know?
He must have. Yeah, I think so.
That's so sad. I'm so sad for that.
LASIK is the one thing I recommend to everyone in the world.
We talked about it. Here's the thing. I can totally see him doing that as well because obviously LASIK is pretty expensive. It's one of the things, even when I started playing of like, hey, it's one thing that I want to do, then obviously I fucked up because I started looking into how it's done, and now I still want to do it. I am terrified. Jason tried to explain it to me too, and I'm like, I'm not having any of that shit, man.
You know, I exaggerated a little bit just to make you feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
They have new ways of doing it now. It's not nearly as intense.
Oh, that's a nice little player from 100 Thieves. They've practiced that at least once.
Dude, I'm amazed at how many times I see teams go for that, considering I equally see so many teams fail the run boost at top mid on Mirage, at Catwalk on Dust 2, but everyone's loving this run boost around the building.
One, I understand why people want to take the gamble on this one, because when you're CT and you're taking that wide swing and you want to clear that corner, like, it's actually a really difficult spot to clear, even though you think, oh, jump penalty and all that. I'm talking a lot, but they do hit the bombs like 100 Thieves. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb goes down. And no nades left on the Cloud9 side.
They're so low. Oh, another smoke, another Molotov deep. This is heartbreaking. I can't believe they're still alive in this. and Floppy's just waiting for the flames to disappear so he can get out, even burning just a little bit extra. 100 Thieves lose the first 2 players and still win the round.
Yeah, and this is why, like, I just love watching 100 Thieves on this map, because they have so many cool stuff, and on top of that, they just know what they want to do. You know, as soon as they get to contact, they lose the 2 members, but they're not scared of just keep pushing. They're not scared of just hitting the bomb site. They're very secure of, like, even in terms of what the nades they throw and stuff like that. They make it very uncomfortable for the CT positions to even get, like, solid trades. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is really the scary part. I mean, I know firsthand, even playing 100 Thieves, they do such a good job with their pacing, and they do such a good job in making sure that CTs really never have an idea on where you're going.
And this is the second time early on, still in this first half, that 100 Thieves are able to convert, I believe, 3 versus 5 round. So doubly impressive for these guys. And Cloud9, I mean, they're still able to have a really strong fight off the back of this.
Yeah. It's got to start soon, though, and the problem is you've already seen 100 Thieves show that they can recover like 5-on-3 situations, or 3-on-5, I should say, or player down situations. Ooh, that's a weird battle. How does Gratisfaction have so much HP?
The railing was his friend
It's
there.
super buggy.
Wow.
That place is super buggy. Valve,
That's unreasonable.
please fix.
Oh, Leah, is this lurk?
Oh my God, he's gonna catch someone. The question is, what's his trigger discipline gonna look like? Is he gonna be able to wait for 2? He's gonna see this first one, and certainly
Depends on, because he's getting the
Yeah.
offer here, so...
Oh my goodness.
not like that. Don't do any. Ooh, he's now found the location of one more player. Smoke to cover his backside. Almost got that headshot there, taking some damage. Just play it cool, man. Just chill.
And I think he's heard both the different guns here as well, the AK and the A4, so he's definitely communicated both are here.
How is he alive?
He's just chilling, man.
Yeah, bobbing
He's
and
having a
weaving,
good time.
bobbing and weaving.
There's a bunch of nades still here as well. They know that he's here, though, so I would love for him to, like, maybe throw some nades here. Help his teammate. Nice flash run for Gratisfaction there.
Oh my God, he's a little weasel.
You're so
Oh.
upset. Yeah.
What a round from Liaz. That is so filthy. The funny thing is, Cloud9 never discovered it, but Gratisfaction had just straight up abandoned Liaz, which is the smart play, right? He's just like, you're on your own, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not overextending to help you in that position. If Cloud9 had ever just committed to swinging on him, they would have probably at least gotten that kill, or at least gone for 1-for-1, and been able to try and win the clutch.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
So is the radar. The radar is a nice little addition.
Yeah, and the X-rays. That
Yeah.
helps.
It
That always helps.
absolutely is. It's a B stack or a mid stack here from Cloud9. No ops. I mentioned it as well. I feel like this map, even for oppers, it's a little bit funky. You have a lot of close quarters. Obviously, you have a lot of long distance as well, but because the meta is changing a little bit on this map, where you don't just fight for A every single round and you leave your opper there, you have a lot of room for like rifles like this, where trading game is the name of the game. A 3-on-3 now. Walking up to A, and because Cloud9 is not fighting for this, we talk about the whole thing with retakes and stuff like that, and we look at both of these teams now. There's a lot of nades on the T side. There's also a lot of nades on the C side here for the potential of a retake. We have 2 smokes, very important as well for this A bomb site focus. We're gonna smoke off base to create a wall or a barrier towards that A ramp area, and then you focus on A short and you focus on the bomb site, and then the 1 expo flash to take A ramp.
This utility from Cloud9 better be perfect.
Yep.
Oh, there's the start. There's a perfect flashbang. Molotov as well down for a ramp. Gratisfaction. Oh,
Ooh.
that's a little 2-tap, but they still haven't seen the player over towards sandbags. Where's the peek coming in? Jacob waiting for his moment, and he can't connect the shots.
Great retake. I'm actually really liking this from Cloud9. You can really tell, even in the beginning of the round, the focus that they have, you know, coming into this, right? They said, hey, we're gonna do a retake. We have to save nades, and what happens then? Well, we obviously have to put bodies somewhere else, because we can't use the nades for killing, right? Choke meter, 33%. Hey, listen, man, I like it that it's a little bit less because I actually do appreciate that retake from Cloud9. It's a very, very difficult bomb site to hold if you're T, and especially if you don't have enough nades for the retake. We talk about the whole thing of like the change of pace and stuff, you know, on the CT side, and it comes down to the whole thing of like how much nades does T spend early in the round, and how many nades do they have left for the after plant. And there we saw 100 Thieves, they had enough nades for the actual getting the bomb down, but they had nothing left for the after plant.
I like the choke meter. I think it could have been higher.
No nades here from Cloud9, and we see them doing an aggressive
spam
round instead.
This is just like a roll of the dice. It's everyone empty the magazines into the smoke and just toss a coin. And Jacob, both Cloud9 defenders backed off as they reloaded, and he was given all the space in the world.
And I just mentioned the whole thing of the concept of having nades for retakes and stuff.
Yeah, you got nothing if you're C9 at this
Exactly, because Cloud9, they had 2 members alive, but obviously rebuys and stuff like that, buying rifles. So they have a limited nades, so they choose to go aggressive instead. And this is where 100 Thieves really excelled. They really pinpointed, and you can even see they didn't even need nades for that hold, for that C, for the A ramp, because they've just, I feel like they've locked down really how like to control the A ramp, even with pushes and stuff, very much similar to like they inferred on the banana bomb side of like a lot of nades being thrown on the CT side. These two maps, even though they're different maps, are identical in that sense of like the how you want to kind of approach this side.
And it definitely helps that Grat gets a spam kill onto
Yeah.
MOTM there, and then that gives Jacob the courage to lurk through it and find another opening. So definitely a domino effect, that snowball going down the hill for Cloud9 at A there.
Well, I mean, we talked about this in the pregame. Sonic has showed up. He's got 14 kills in this game. No one else yet for Cloud9 has really been able to provide some consistent production in the fragging department.
And I don't know if that's even going to come this round either with the buy that Cloud9 have. I mean, Floppy and MOTM, they've invested armor into the back of this as well, just because they have extra money to play with. But this is bare minimum for Cloud9. And Leah, it's a cleanup, but MOTM, he's able to get that trade. JKS, he's already got Sonic pinned down at B.
Ooh, hello.
Good adjustment.
All right, well,
And what seems like basic, here's also another thing that 100 Thieves does well on this T side, is that they don't take mid. For example, they utilize mid very well, but they utilize mid when they know for a fact they have B control. So if they had 2 members there for 100 Thieves, they had B staircase control. Because I talked about it yesterday when I compared it to, for example, a Mirage, a way that FaZe plays at A bomb site, is that they take control of one map. Even if they come up connector, you know, they still have like an escape. And it's the same thing on Vertigo here. We need to look at the B bomb site specifically. If T's are taken mid, you can't get stuck on the bomb site because you will get sandwiched from also B ramp. So what you want to do is, if they take mid, you want to take B ramp control. 100 Thieves, their reply to this on the T side is, hey, we're not going to take mid until we have B ramp control, because that way Cloud9, what they have to do is they either have to fight us in mid or they have to fight us in B ramp, or they just stay stuck on the bomb side, and what happens? They get sandwiched. So just overall approach from 100 Thieves, as I keep mentioning, this is one of the best Vertigo teams that we have currently. They do such a good job in really choking you out. Retake again from Cloud9, and again we see we talk about change of pace. 100 Thieves are getting this so quick and so easy because Cloud9 has not changed the pace. They have also not won that A ramp aggressive play. So for 100 Thieves, you're in the back foot here for Cloud9 because you're not finding an answer into what 100 Thieves are doing. So you're stuck now having forced play retake. Now the problem is that 100 Thieves, they don't have to waste a lot of nades. And now the trading game is in order here. Aster with 2 nice frags coming into the bomb site. Bomb's about to be down as well.
Oh.
Nicely done. This is great. Yep. This is why you see a lot of people even fake bomb plant on this bomb site, because as soon as you tap the bomb, nades come raining in, And again, fake plant, a lot of nades come raining in again. This is now when you want to sit down before the smokes fade. You're still in a good spot. No nades left for Cloud9. I think this is looking to be 100 Thieves, another round for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great start to the retake for Cloud9, but it's only great if they can finish it, if they can actually win this. MOTM going to get the first headshot as he turns the corner. Now he's got great position at sandbags, and they should be able to close this out. What a good positioning from MOTM. And Leah goes down last. So 4th round on the board for Cloud9, and they don't lose anyone in that retake.
Yeah, really good effort from Cloud9 coming in, and they get rewarded for it. And man, Azure, I feel so bad for him. He was trying to plant the bomb, saw the Molotov, thought twice about it, and then realized, oh, I gotta abort right now. And at that moment gets Kobe'd. So definitely stuck around just a little bit too long.
I would love to see another A aggressive play here from Cloud9, but with limited nades, you have an AWP as well on the OC. They're leaning towards mid though, so I think we're still leaning towards the A retake, especially when the last round. But we talk about the change of pace and stuff like that. It's attack coming in. It's a Cloud9 attack. I love that actually. You won the
love it.
Previous round. 100 Thieves. A lot of money is still left on the board, and I talk about the change of pace from this 100 Thieves lineup. You know, one of the things again, what to do good, right? And as I mentioned the whole thing with utility. If Cloud9 are wasting a lot of utility taking this A ramp, one thing you will see from 100 Thieves, they either just wait for the nades or they just react to it, and then they will see the fast B split coming in with then just Cloud9, very limited amount of people, just probably one of the B bomb side one towards mid. And this is really what you want to be careful about. It's another one. It's another one.
Back-to-back timeouts.
You know, I've done this as well with my team, especially
Maybe
if you
someone has to take a potty break.
and on top of that, and especially if you have a lot to talk about, one of the things that we do notice a lot, and one of the things that I talk about a lot as well, is like there's so many stages on a round. When you look at in the beginning of the round, we have the freeze time here. There's an initial play, and there's an initial, like, you know, for example, you want to go aggressive. That's 20 seconds on the round. After that, teams tend to be quiet, and they tend to be like, oh, we're done with the round now. We just played the spots. You have to keep talking. You have to keep coming up with ideas. You have to keep, you know, the comms in order, and you have to keep the rotations in check. If you take an aggressive play in the beginning here, like, what do you do after the first 20 seconds? What is the actual approach? Double timeout being called there from Cloud9, and we're live again, 8-4. And we look at the approach from this timeout. What did it give us? It gave us Floppy being aggressive by himself, saving a handful of nades, but quite a few have been thrown early. But I love this approach anyway from Cloud9. It's just a bunch of flashes, some HEs being thrown, but they keep the mollies, they keep the smokes, they keep this whole default that I was talking about with the retakes. And a very slow round from 100 Thieves.
Very slow. Especially after that timeout. I think 100 Thieves are just trying to let Cloud9 go to the motions of whatever their initial plan was going to be. And we saw Floppy taking that initial forward position. He didn't find anything. OC tries his hand, and 100 Thieves have a good answer here. Double peek into MOTM, but he handles it well. And that timing was a little bit off for 100 Thieves as well. It's all down to this 3 versus 5. Now we've seen, once again, 100 Thieves able to convert these types of scenarios, but that was kind of off the back of a 100 Thieves member able to actually lurk and find a hole.
Yeah.
But this time around, everyone's kind of grouped together.
It's going to be much more difficult here. You're going to need a pop flash for Jacob once this fire fades. Smoke into the bomb site as well, so we can clear up close. Not a whole lot of nades, but Floppy gets a spam kill onto Gratisfaction, and that should pretty much seal it. Flashbang in as well. Azo trying to provide what support he can, which is not much.
I love this again from Cloud9. Just very solid play. You know you have the man advantage. It's 5-on-3. You have nades still for the retake. So even though it seems like, oh, why are they just leaving the bomb side alone? Like, even the spot from Floppy here, you can allow 100 Thieves to get this bomb plant if you want, because you just know how difficult it is for them after you get the bomb down, knowing as well that you just have the man advantage. So overall, just very nice play from Cloud9. They also kept the nades as well. We have another attack coming in. It's going to be from the Cloud, or from the 100 Thieves, and looking at the money as well, it's going to be yet another buy here from 100 Thieves. I actually think that the last round, they played it very safe and slow, and I think that was because of the double pauses being called from Cloud9. I actually think the turnaround here, in the terms of we talk about the change of pace, 400 Thieves here, they might just not rush a site, but I do think that they wanted like change the pace here and at least go for a little bit more map control a little bit sooner.
Well, timeout forced out of 100 Thieves towards the end of the half. 2 rounds remaining. 8-5. I do have to say, ooh, here it comes again. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Sonic was ready. Or was that OC?
Listen, whoever it was did not want to deal with the
No.
flying run boost.
That was the 3rd or 4th time that Gratisfaction has attempted that, and to a lot of success so far, actually. But this time around, he definitely gets punished. Okay, so it was OC that actually probably got a tag there. He tries to follow up with a juicy grenade, but definitely does not find its mark. And once again, we've seen Sonic in this forward position, and this was where he just went ham, like even more forward past the stairs with the teammate's flash. So if he calls for that flash again, there might be an opportunity.
This is what I was talking about for 100 Thieves, right? Look at how they kind of take this control, and this is a nice aggressive setup from Cloud9. The idea here for 100 Thieves was they were going to drop off 2 players from the B bomb site, and then they were just going to make their way either towards A or either towards mid and get that B split going. Cloud9 with the aggressive setup as well gets the trades. Another really nice round here from Cloud9.
Well, control of bomb must be nice. Smokes in the choke point, looking good as well. Sonic, last one left on these stairs. Molotov is going to delay things and give him the space for that kind of a shot. 20 seconds. This flank from Ozza, this has got to be a save call. He's not going to do anything. Yeah, they just back away from it. Nice win from Cloud9. Impressive the way they've been able to claw themselves back.
Yeah, definitely. And we mentioned it. I mean, Sonic, he was the X factor. And he's definitely performing. I mean, and it's just him creeping up and just buying space, right? And because he's so forward, it then enables JT to come forward to make sure he gets that trade. And just that slow creep onto those B stairs to retake control. It's caught off 100 Thieves on multiple occasions, starting from the pistol and even into this gun round. So really nice look from Cloud9.
We have the last round of the half. Still a buy from 100 Thieves, but nowhere near as good as it once was. Deagle on JKS, a bunch of nades again though. Priority should always be utility, and for Cloud9 this is a perfect last round for them as well in terms of just overall economy. Have the ability here to make it 8-7. I don't think I would have guessed that, seeing how the halves kind of started. But Cloud9 has really, you know, the double timeout, and then you know, talking about it, I feel like they've really gotten a grasp of this game, and even in terms of overall approach. Maybe been looking at some demos.
Some demo watching.
For aspiring teams, I highly recommend watching Big on this map if you want some ideas.
Okay.
Big, NIP, 100 Thieves. 3 of the teams I would recommend watching on Vertigo. 3 really strong teams on this map.
Well, here
Again,
we go. Delayed
yeah.
tactics again from Cloud9.
And they also have 2 nades as well. Kind of what you see. We call it the whole thing with the fake plant and stuff like that. The reason why you fake plant is because you don't want to get double naded the way it happened here. Now the nades were a little bit late, but obviously we talk about the whole thing with the retakes and stuff like that. 100 Thieves have done.
Oh, they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, but they've done a much better job this time around for 100 Thieves. They have a lot of nades, and
They
obviously
got it.
so does Cloud9.
Yeah, they definitely have it. That's a nice little retake. A set piece before 100 Thieves is even ready to stop it.
Just pulling the trigger right away.
8-7 for 100 Thieves, but Cloud9 come rolling back, and we're gonna roll into a break, and then we'll be right back. Yo, we're back. 8-7 in favor of 100 Thieves, but they're gonna switch over to the CT side, Robin.
Indeed they are, and while Cloud9 might have had a really nice approach to the CT side, we can see how they manage this T side. And Thieves, again, I talk so highly of them on this map. It's not only their T side that's good. They have a nice approach on their CT side as well. But we'll see. I mean, you can definitely tell that Cloud9 has done their homework on this map. I feel like they were obviously expecting to play this. Christine had mentioned it with the vetoes. When you know for a fact that you have basically a 2-map disadvantage.
Ooh.
and you know then that you have to beat a Mirage, 100% is going to be Vertigo played.
That split never fully kind of got coordinated, ever. The two sides of the attack were very far apart. JT gonna do what he can, which is absolutely nothing. 9-7, Pisteron goes to 100 Thieves.
And that's, I was going to say it's 2 on the board, but Cloud9 actually won that T side of a nice play from Sonic backside.
Yes, that was
It's all coming back to me now.
That was a beastly play. Yeah, it was only 20 minutes ago, so I mean, should be fresh.
Yeah, but you talk about here, Jason, in terms of like, even in terms of timing, I feel like 100 Thieves are doing such a good job here. They don't have to overpeak and stuff like that. Obviously, this is the last member alive, but even in terms of in the beginning of that round there, the reason why it kind of gets a little bit, I guess, mistimed is because we get 2 really nice, good, clean entries from Acer in that mid area. It's a full save, no bomb down from Cloud9. If they get the bomb down on the T side, we tend to buy. If we don't get the bomb down, it's a full save. The most important thing is going for that bomb plant, but we will see a buy next round from them. Still get the 2 kills though with Glock, so I mean, you're still happy with this.
I was so ready for a huge JKS clip there. I thought it was coming.
Would have been nice.
Yeah, you know, get him really back into the match, really involved.
He didn't have to do a whole lot in that first half. He's only, what, 4 kills before that sequence, so
Yeah.
up to 6 now, which is crazy to say about Mr. Savage. I can't believe his last name
I
is
was
actually
just gonna
Savage.
say, like,
it's
there's-
so weird.
It's not weird, it's
Well,
fucking cool as
no,
fuck,
it's like
man.
good
Like,
weird.
holy crap.
But it's just like, how?
You know, sometimes
You know,
the simulation.
maybe it's a good thing that I have a fiance that's a little bit proper in the head. You know, my cat's going to be named King Meow. I would name my kid Savage for first name. I don't care. That sounds cool as hell, you know.
I have a friend whose sister named her son Max Danger. His Danger is the middle name, so that he can always say Danger is my middle name. Which
Oh my
I think
god,
that's
it's
pretty,
so cool.
That's,
I mean,
that's pretty
sick.
legit.
Come on.
Monty's kid's name is really cool too.
It is.
Really cool. Some people are really just cool, you know? Setting their kids up for success. I like it.
Yeah.
But this round
Listen,
was
I'll
not
tell you
quite
this
as
much.
successful.
It wasn't. And I'll tell you this much. Be sure to really think a second time when what you name your children. My name is Robin. That's also a female name, and that wasn't fun growing up. It's all coming back to me now. Nightmares.
I don't think it's a female
lot is
name.
coming
I think
back to
it's,
you.
It's
I
a
think
bias.
it's both.
It's
It can
both.
be either
yeah.
way.
Yeah, but listen.
The real issue you have isn't that it's
Couldn't have
a
just
female
picked
name.
like Robert.
It's
You know what I mean?
It's a sidekick name is the issue.
It's a sidekick name, and on top of that, they spell it with a Y sometimes, especially here. Is it Robin with a Y? No, it's not. Okay, I'm a dude.
And it's a bird.
Goddamn bird at the same time.
Well, didn't never know.
There's some history there.
Yeah, you got a lot off your chest, I feel. Interesting that you have such an issue with names, and then you go on once you get to pick your own. It's Fifth Laren.
That's great, isn't it? Nickname of Fifth. Fiffy, Fifth. Yeah, great.
You've done spectacularly.
Even that is a bird.
Oh, look at you! You're on
Fifth
Malt.
malt.
Balding out
Listen,
here.
all right, you know, we're not quite there yet. 96%. That malt meter was at 100% when we watched Gen G 2 days ago. I've quieted down, or calmed down a little bit since.
You got a lot off your chest that day.
It'll return. Don't worry about it. We still have a week left.
Perfect. I can't wait. Gratisfaction just going for some jump peaks. Sees the Deagle, or hears the Deagle. Ooh, now he gets away. 12 HP. Molotov to cover his retreat, but some control gained, and he's got it back all the way off.
He's lucky to be alive. Very low. Nice boost on the JKS here. There's not going to be any smokes though, so he's out in the wide open.
And it won't matter. He's got them all. Jacob finds it over the top. 12-7, 5-round lead. 100 Thieves starting to run away with it.
Well, you say that, but now we do have a full buy coming in from Cloud9. Again, we talk about this map in the terms of, is it important to have an op? Is it not important to have an op? I feel like you can do both on this map. You don't have to play an op on the C side. You don't have to play an op on the T side. This is one of the maps, though. Like, obviously, everyone is just happy the SGs are gone. I do still think that they have a place in the game as like the second or third guy in. Vertigo is a very good map for an SG still if you have a crispy aimer that tends to go in third. Just tapping in. It's a rate of fire that got nerfed. That doesn't really matter if you're third. keep that in mind. Don't just discredit the weapon, it's still very powerful. Slow round though. 100 Thieves, we look at the approach here as well. It's a retake from 100 Thieves here on the A-bomb site. Even more so as well, look at the amount of nades they spend, even less than a Cloud9, right? Because they're just very much aware of like, we just need a lot of nades here. We want to double nade the bomb when it starts going down. That's why you kind of, you fake the plant just initially, because you just know the setup is there, and that's why you also go by the box first. You move over.
Ooh.
It's for the double nade setup.
Look at Azza. That position, he's about to have plenty of attention on him. If he moves forward, yeah, he's gone, and there's no one really even close to that bomb site. Thankfully, it's early enough to where someone can arrive. Who is that? Leah's going to have to pick up the pieces. First kill is his. He sees the second, considering the grenade. Doesn't want to get burned by the Molotov, and another kill right before it plumes. I cannot believe he's made it over.
Quick feet on Leah's to make that play happen. And Floppy, he's still here. He hasn't been quite activated. This would be a huge moment for him to get involved, but with just 20 seconds left on the round and JT far from him. Oof, he just gets taken out. And JT just joins the party, but it is way too late, my friend.
Yeah, Leah's had to lace up his Nikes for that one. I cannot believe he got there so quick. JT needs to die. 4 seconds on the clock, and yeah, he's going to go down at least before the timer.
This is exactly what I was talking about. We look at the approach of 100 Thieves. We also know that it's an A retake, right? And they do this so well, because it's an A retake, we're obviously not going to see the minimap on this replay. But they're very compact towards the mid area. So like we mentioned, yeah, Leah does a really good job with the rotates here. Because of Aster that makes that play into the B-bomb side, he wants to go aggressive usually. And that's why I say like 100 Thieves is really good on this map. He either spots someone or he doesn't. If he doesn't spot someone, they have 4 towards A, ready for the retake and ready for the nades. If he spots someone, Leah is already in mid, waiting for that and ready to pounce towards B. So rotation-wise, 100 Thieves have this map nailed. Even looking at the minimap now, we had, again, a retake setup from the 100 Thieves side. We had a mid setup, but very fast on the rotates back to A here. And you're happy here with a plant. If you're Cloud9, you're also happy with a bunch of kills and a round win, but you can't ask for too much.
Oh, there's the spam from JKS. Floppy is going to get the bomb planted. The pistol won't stop it. So yeah, small victory to start with, but I mean, everyone on 100 Thieves has 100 HP. Everyone's full. They have all the utility, as you've mentioned, Robin. Plenty of nades for this retake to happen. And it's going to be easy. Don't even need to use them. A cost-effective retake.
Yeah, and here, obviously it's going to be 14 rounds in the favor of 100 Thieves here. This is why they're so difficult to play against, because they haven't needed to go aggressive on A, because obviously the retakes have worked every single time. Even if a timeout is called in from Cloud9, it wouldn't surprise me if the reply from 100 Thieves would be, let's just go aggressive A. Even this round, it wouldn't surprise me if 100 Thieves swap the pace and say, hey, let's fight A, because they haven't done so yet. Then for Cloud9, they say, hey, we get the bomb down, we can't hold the afterplant. What happens? We see there's a full set of utility on the Cloud9 end here. It's not only about getting the bomb down, it's also holding the retake, and you need nades for that too. So
this might be the first time we're seeing the AWP coming out on the T side of things. OC. Maybe this is exactly what Cloud9 needed. Now he's been heating up for the Cloud9 side of things. Oh, and there it is right off the bat. But Jacob, he's in such a good spot, but OC's aware. And even a third, potentially. Ooh, the pressure. OC, this AWP already paying huge dividends with 2 opening kills.
And again, the same setup for 100 Thieves as well. It's an A retake, so obviously
What
they have 3 towards A.
Wait.
Or 3 towards mid.
Was
Leah's
that a
with a
jump
nice
shot?
kill.
No, he jumped up on the boxes.
Okay.
Not quite that crazy. Still
Gonna be
a
like-
very nice shot.
Yeah.
Just straight to the dome. 5 on 3. And 100 Thieves during this quiet lull have to find a way to get back to the other side of the map, because that's where Cloud9 is heading, and I think they're going to beat him. Even Leah's taking the risk to leave the B site.
But JKS, he's got a good flank going on, but he's still worried about that mid.
That's fine. He can choose to flank down very fast. If there's just minimum resistance at this A site, maybe one kill, that flank opens up. And there are Molotovs. JKS has nade Molotov combo. Azza, who's also going to be there, has a Molotov of his own. You can see it go out there to prevent the default plant. Some spam. It finds a kill. Liaz is on one. This is a really nice performance from him in a late boost over the smoke. This could get the final player. It's OC with the ult, and he doesn't see him just yet. Crosshair's right there, and the kill comes in.
And JKS has been working on this flank all round long. It definitely pays off. Sonic gets the first one. This is still a 1v1, so still doable. He's going to need to get this frag sooner rather than later. But he shifts his focus over to JKS, and he just finishes off the job. JKS, what a time to start really getting activated. I saw it happening after that
saw the build-up come,
yeah, the build-up, it was there. He's in it.
I can't believe Leah's. He doesn't even.
It was like the last bullet,
Yeah.
right? He's just like, I'm gonna reload.
He was even giving up on the spray. He was done with it. He's like, that's not gonna do the thing. 8 chances to close out the map for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and I think the problem here for Cloud9, they had a nice initial approach on the CT side there, but you know, like you mentioned as well, it's 8 rounds that they have to win for 100 Thieves here because they've just had rotation order and they haven't had a single round where they felt like flustered.
Yeah.
Every round has been very thought of. This is a reply from Cloud9. They know that they don't fight for A here. Oh man, it's very upsetting to watch this because like I just see this happen again and again, especially with we talk about the meta change and stuff like that. We talk about like how good 100 Thieves is on this map. This is change of pace, right? It's not even an aggressive setup, but it's a mid-round aggression setup. He's in sandbags for a reason. He's gonna get flashbang from the guys on site and stuff like that. That's why you always see the T's always smaller than sandbags every round for exactly the same reason. It's a change of pace though from Cloud9, thinking, hey, it's going to be free there, because this is the first setup 100 Thieves have had on that CT side, that they've had a guy in sandbag. So just overall, in terms of change of pace, in terms of just stringing rounds together, in terms of just making sure that T's never really have an idea on what you like to do on that CT setup, this is why 100 Thieves is one of the best teams on this map.
JKS had 4 kills heading into the second half.
Yeah.
I think he ended with 16. Something crazy.
Savage.
Yeah, he said he was heating up. He got there eventually. That's the first map of the series. It looks like we might have another quick day, unless I'm jinxing things again.
Well,
yeah, I know. Yeah,
well, let's train Cloud9. We've seen their aggression work more often in their favor than not. So I mean,
we'll find out. We're coming
see.
up on that second map. We're gonna go to a break first, then we'll come back and then we'll get stuck into train.